Ready, set, now?
Ready, set, go?
Ready, set, go.
Okay, I got a box, and I knew what it was before it came, but I wanted to open it anyway to show people some stuff and what I'm going to do with it. Mm-hmm. So this is from Snake Eater Performance, my bro, Brad. I've been working with him from the beginning, testing this stuff out. I know a lot of people are using them now, and he has like full data and everything now. People used to complain. We used to limp through it in the beginning, but he bought like a $20,000 Ansu machine, and I think he had an engineer, I forget the guy's name, but he's some guy that does stuff for Ford and a lot of other stuff, develop all of his data sheets. But anyway, he has new stuff. So one thing we're going to do is everybody's buying 1500s because I said they were a good middleman.
Yeah.
So the issue is the man sell like 90% of his business is 1500s, and he like never has them in stock, and people are upset. So we want to push. I did a car the other day, the crusty Camaro, Todd Vogler's, that has 1000s in it, and John Martin's car, we're going to put a set of 1000s in and push them. And I think I'm going to try, once my car stops exploding like a confetti popper, we're going to try to see how far 1000s will go in that.
That's like the most exciting thing about that car.
I feel like a lot of people, we put 1500s in their car and we use like almost none of the 1500, and they would be fine with 1000s. So we're going to do a bunch of cars with 1000s, and then he has like a neat looking 850 here. We'll take a quick, this smells like that mineral oil for the flow bench. So this is like a Ford height and style, I would call 850. So this is an 80 pounder that he's developed that's like a medium height and has the US Car 6 connector, but fancy, nice, and you want to smell?
No, I'm good. Trying to quit.
Smells like a flow bench. But what's really neat, I wanted to save for last, this is going to go in Mitchie's car. I'm going to do a video about Mitch's truck. I posted about it the other day, but my buddy has a unfortunate series of events with his truck, and I'll just tell it. I mean, the short story is, we're gonna turbo his truck for super cheap, like really, really cheap, and we're gonna show it on video, and we're done doing the all motor stuff. But before that happened, I'm like, let's just decap your stock injectors because I have really good luck with it. So the boy decaps his injectors, does a decent job. We take him over to Area 1320. My buddy Ryan Gary's like, all of these flow pretty terrible, some don't work at all.
Yeah, I thought he like needed a tetanus shot to touch the bag. He was so freaked out by how dirty they were.
And then the tops were filthy. They were a lot of them were just in really bad shape, just old. And I think some other things were wrong with them. But some were completely locked open, locked shut, would leak when they weren't supposed to. Everything you can imagine. And then we got 8 of them that were kind of in a decent amount of flow. And I'm like, hey, what do you think? And he goes, I wouldn't use them. I'm like, well, it'll be good enough to run the truck on motor till we do something to turbo it. Well, famous last words, my poor buddy Mitch finishes putting in a PCMs for less cam and the $799 stock pitted crappy 250,000 mile heads off of my G48 because I put 706s on just for fun. And we threw the 799s on, or Mitch did all of it by himself. So he goes to start his truck, and it hydrolocks, because apparently one of the injectors, in the amount of time it took to get the bag and install them, locked open. Filled the cylinder with fuel, he hydrolocked the cylinder, it broke a rod clean off and showered fuel out and set on fire. So he had to put the fire...
In his shop.
In his shop, he put the fire out, dragged the truck out with a backhoe, and left it outside.
And walked away.
And he was like, done with it. So I have 1500s for my Mustang, and I have adapters. I was like, you know what? Let's just put 1500s in, and we'll tune it on that. They might be a little gigantic, but whatever. We'll deal with it. So I'm going to show the video of that. It went well. It made like 323 horsepower to the tire, and it only used 18% of the injector. Pretty hilarious. It's gigantic. But anyway, so this is a really neat... As you guys know, if you buy a full height injector, you need to space the rail up and get spacers for the fuel rail and longer bolts and all this other stuff. And then you need adapters for the injector. So this is like an exact clone of a stock truck injector body, height, connector, and everything. Check it out, check it out, check it out. So that's a drop-in 1000
Blurry. Oh, there it goes.
SEP 1000. So that's a 100-pound injector that's completely
Look at that
brand new,
clarity.
dropped in. And so this is what we're going to put in his truck and then retune it on motor. And then he has a turbo, a faller manifold, and a bunch of other stuff we threw together. And I think we'll have like no money into it at all. And we're going to do a spreadsheet on it. People love the spreadsheets. You know it.
And the whole reason for his truck was just to have fun, choo-choo noises, burnouts. He just wanted to have fun.
It's what I always tell people, to buy like a crappy old two-wheel drive 1500, and it's exactly what he did, and we're just going to hang a turbo on it and see what it does. I mean, I've done it a bunch of times, but we're just going to do it again because it's fun.
And it's funny to see him with something so beat up because he usually has such beautiful vehicles.
He usually has very nice cars.
Beautiful vehicles.
So yeah, it'll be really funny. It is dented, stuff has fallen on the bed and bent it, and it looks awful, but it seems to be running good.
It looks awful, so Matt loves it.
I love it. I want to buy it from him.
No.
He bought it for $1,600. I just did a cam and heads only, and now it makes 323 rear wheel. And then we're going to do a turbo and probably like laugh out 600 rear wheel, and it's going to do that forever. It already has 248,000 on it.
Crispy.
Doesn't even